It's great to be home. It's been a long month for us, and it's great to be at Matthew Knight Arena, and awesome way to welcome in the 2027 class and set an attendance record. We like that, and it's great to see everybody show out, and so many students, but really thankful for the season ticket holders that's really gone up, and I think that's driving a lot of positivity. And then so many other people claim tickets and decide to come support our group. And I really think it was important for our group to feel the love tonight after being away from everybody for so long. And I thought our group was a little shell shocked by the crowd maybe at first, a little tight, and then we settled down and played our game. And I thought we did a lot of really good things.
Questions? Just the balance that you guys had, particularly offensively, the numbers bear it out. Just how tough are you guys when you can get that kind of balance?
Yeah, I think it's hard to game plan against us, right? You can't just focus on one person. Our middles have been working really hard. Again, that was something that I wanted to see a lot more of, and I was really proud of them tonight, moving around, and again, even the errors were good ones, I thought. And I like a team that we can go to whoever we need to go to if it's the right matchup or whoever's open. And I think that lets Hannah be, really special and more dangerous when she doesn't feel like, she's stuck setting one person. If she can kind of do what she wants to do, it makes her, really elite.
You've got a lot of talent, but there were a couple points in particularly the game two where you really had to scramble. You were out of system, long rallies, and you guys were still able to kind of make effort plays to win those points. When you've got a lot of talent, but then you make those effort plays too, just what does that say about your group, you think?
Well, I think so many, teams can be, full of stars, and then there's those that are maybe like have a chip on their shoulder, so then they work really hard. And I want us to be both. And I think that's what can make us different is that we don't just, we don't just have like big blockers, that people want. And we also, we challenge them to play defense and get on the floor and bend and cover each other and make the selfless team plays that don't show up in the box score. And again, I think that's what can make us special is we're willing to do all the little hard things, outwork people, even though they have names and they have awards. That's not what's stopping us. So if they don't do it, I'd be disappointed. So it's great to see them do it. And again, it's paying off for them.
Earlier this week, we talked about the rising attendance trend kind of across the country. What do you, now that you got to play a home game and kind of see the attendance record here, what do you think has gone into that trend? Just why this year you see those high attendance numbers?
I think there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, again, I feel like we're in a unique position being here because I feel like we're on the ground floor of seeing it happen, right? I feel like you saw Sabrina and the group here, and then you saw Kobe have her back. And I felt like that was, it really felt like the start to me, just being on Twitter, social, like watching that engagement and then seeing all the other NBA players get behind what Kobe was doing. And now it's like everybody goes to WNBA games, everybody goes to women's basketball games, everybody's showing up. And that's become a common theme. And I think when all the male star players are saying that this is what we should be doing and everybody starts following it, and that becomes that's what we do. And then I think that goes into other sports, right? Soccer, volleyball, et cetera, right? I feel like it's become the cool thing to do to support women, which that sounds crazy that it needs to become a trend. But I really do feel like we needed a Kobe, right, to make that impression, to support female athletes. And again, just seeing it here, I saw it happen organically with Sabrina's group. When Sabrina first came here, like the crowds were not great, and just to see that support, and one, they were good, but then to see the support from the outside world get behind Sabrina in that group, all of a sudden now this was the ticket in town, right? Because it was okay. It was something you should do. So for our group, again, I think, we're just doing what we can do. And hopefully people just continue to recognize what a great product it is. Like, I don't think one person went away from this feeling like they didn't have a good time for an hour and a half or whatever it was, right? Like, I feel like they felt like that was a really fun, engaging thing. I'm hopeful that all the students feel like they're a part of University of Oregon from coming to that. They got the traditions, they got the shout, they got the band, the whole deal. And again, that's what makes college athletics so special. And I think people are just really recognizing amazing female student athletes or professional female athletes. And it's just gone from there. But hopefully, I don't think it's a trend. Again, hopefully people are just really paying attention to it. And again, the more media coverage we get, that helps. We're getting on Fox Sports and ESPN and all these places. And again, we had a pretty good number last Sunday against Marquette. Like, just give us a chance, right? And you're starting to see the fruits of all the hard work that the women have put in. Long-winded answer, but yeah.
You were home for the first time in a while. And with this week and being home, you're able to practice a little bit more. How did you feel like that helped you prepare for this match?
Yeah, we really missed practice time. I mean, I don't know if the girls did, but as a coach, I really wanted to work on some things. And again, I think you see it in our middle numbers tonight. That was something that we put a lot of time in this week. Again, our blocking and our defense really needed to slow down and go over some different things, and we held them to 0-19, which that's fantastic. So I think there's a lot of things that carried over from that. And hopefully we can get more in like a routine. And now they're going to start school next week, and we get into like our Friday, Sunday matches, and I think that will be a really good thing for our group.
Expanding on that, you talked about the middles. Tara obviously had a big match today. Can you just talk about how she's been able to expand her role and really just like thrive when her numbers are called?
Yeah, I mean, well, she's a remarkable middle blocker. One of the best in the country. And I think for us, we're controlling the ball pretty well, as good as any of the Power 5 teams are. So that's exciting for us, and that should allow her to have options. And then it's just a matter of how they're going to play us. Some teams, like last weekend, they were committing to her. All their defensive focus was in front of her, so she wasn't the person. So Morgan Lewis had a huge weekend, right? Because it was her number. Today they're focusing more on our pins, and now Kara's wide open, and so now Hannah did a good job of sniffing that out and making the right choices. So again, I think just like any sport, they're going to have a scheme to try to stop us, and we need to be able to have an answer A, B, C, D of what we do when this is the scheme that they choose. And tonight we did a good job of that.